Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are making this quick and easy yet beautiful seating chart, perfect to DIY for your wedding or event. So we have created a lot of projects on this channel with my mirrored signs, most of which include using a Cricut or Silhouette, but that won't be needed for today's video. We just need a few supplies for this project, all of which are included in the video description. I found this mirror at a local furniture consignment store, but also have found quite a few at thrift stores throughout the years. There are some ornate style mirrors on Amazon and Wayfair as well. So this mirror is quite large and currently on top of my dining table, so I can easily work on it. And it's been out in my garage for a while, so it needs a good cleaning. I'm just using glass cleaner and a paper towel for this, making sure to clean the dust from the frame and sides as well. This has turned out to be one of my favorite wedding DIYs for a few reasons. This only took me about 30 minutes to make, so it is perfect for last minute couples. All of the supplies are on Amazon Prime, so I got them super fast. And last, in total, including the mirror, this project cost me under $80. I paid $40 for the mirror, $22 for the wax seals, and $17 for the heavy duty cardstock. The cardstock I'm using for this project is a 5x7 inch in white, but this also comes in a 4x6. I tested a few wax seals from Amazon. These first ones have the most reviews by far, but they just aren't very sticky, so if you are going with that version, you may need to add an adhesive dot to the back to help secure them. But these backup ones I got, I actually like better. They have a similar eucalyptus design on them, but they have a wavy edge, which makes them look like I stamped them myself. And they come with a 3M adhesive on the back, which was way more sticky than the other version. Before we get started designing, I'm going to go ahead and grab the measurements of my mirror so we can easily create a template in Canva. First, I'm going to create a template the size of my mirror so I have a better understanding of what size cards to use and how many will fit. So I head over to create a design, change the measurements to inches, and start plugging in the size of my mirror. This is a good place to play around with the sizes of your cards and see what makes the most sense for the amount of tables your guest list has and the layout for each table. If you're having a hard time fitting or filling yours out, stay tuned till the end of this video for tips and tricks on creating seating charts. For this 23 by 46 inch mirror, I'll be using the larger 5x7 cards to help fill out with 15 tables with 8 guests at each. I enter in a square, change that to the size of my cards, and duplicate that till I have enough to cover my guest tables. This will also give me a good idea of how much spacing to add between each card when I place them on my mirror. Now it's time to design each card, so I create a new design, this time for my 5x7 inch cards. So I'm just going to click the home button to get me back to the Canva main page, and that is where I'm going to design my 5x7 cards. So I'm just going to plug those numbers in to create my new design. I start by entering in my heading and changing the font, then I copy and paste in my first table names, adjusting the font and letter spacing. Both of these fonts are included in my monthly subscription from Creative Fabrica, which you can try a month for free with the link in my video description. These fonts come with a commercial license, so you can use them for all types of projects, including designs for your business and even on Etsy. So if you are a vendor or just starting out in the industry, a monthly font subscription is the perfect way to expand your portfolio. Now I'm copying the names from an Excel sheet, but if you used a wedding website to track your RSVPs and table arrangements, you can easily copy and paste the names from your PDF. So once I have my first table, it's super easy to duplicate by pressing the duplicate page button, then adjusting for the next table numbers and names. Once my second table is done, I duplicate and move on to the next, continuing the same until I have all 15 tables. Now that my designs are complete, I can view all the pages side by side to make sure everything is centered and aligned. Now everything looks perfect. I download my design as a PDF for print, and I'm going to download and print all of my designs at once. Now I open the file to view my saved images, and this will look different depending on what type of computer you have. I'm working off a Mac, so it's pretty easy to adjust my paper size and printer settings from the main printing screen, but if you are in Windows, you may have to open up your printer settings to adjust as needed. Before I hit print, I adjust my printer paper to the 5x7 inch, then print each table number. Now moving back to my mirror, I start placing these cards in their general area, then using my straight edge ruler to measure the spaces between each card and help align them to the next. Now that everything is where I want it, I start applying the wax seals, and while I'm doing this, I'm going to share a few tips and tricks for DIY seating charts. So I know firsthand that seating charts can be a daunting task, even for someone in the industry like myself, but they usually are the largest and most complex project of your wedding, especially when you start dealing with last-minute changes and guest dropouts. So at a certain point, I like to cut myself off from making any more changes, say like 2 weeks before, or else you will drive yourself crazy rearranging guests and redesigning table numbers. At that point, if somebody drops out, your coordinator will just remove their plate setting and chair from the table, but keep the name on the seating chart. Nobody will notice or be able to tell that someone is missing. If you want a uniform look on your sign, say you want 3 rows of 5 cards each like mine does, but you don't have enough tables to fill out your design, or sometimes we'll need the last minute changes, add removed tables, etc. You can always fill in those extra boxes with things like your name, the date, or a header like Find Your Seat. If your names are not centered correctly or looking off on your cards, make sure that there's not extra spaces at the beginning or end of each name. And for my last tip, if you are going to be changing your name, then consider using it on your seating chart. It's the first time guests will see your new name, and it adds a little special touch to the night. Thank you so much for watching this DIY tutorial. Let me know any questions or thoughts that you have in the comment section, and I will see you again soon.